You literally are about to get bitten by a black snake. I just got bitten by a snake. It's tingling thing. It's hurting a little bit. That snake was black, I saw it. Remedy is in my urine. I'm just going to quickly preface this video. I have done urine therapy before. I'm very well versed on the extent of which urine therapy can help when it comes to homeopathy and especially an anti-venom effect. And I'd never put this to test, but I got the opportunity to because I definitely felt the difference between this snake bite and one that I'd actually had quite recently before. So it made a lot of sense to me, like, well, this is the reaction I'm feeling instantly, so I'm going to go drink my urine right now. And honestly, the only reason why I ended up in hospital is because if something didn't work and I needed resuscitation or emergency first aid care, then I wanted to be somewhere where I could get that care. It is a privilege and we have amazing healthcare in Australia when it comes to emergency. Everyone was incredibly switched on and I don't dismiss first aid at all, ever. And in saying that I don't dismiss first aid, that is the same as I don't dismiss our body's own agency and the first aid that we can come to within ourselves. And I feel like it's a big sovereignty piece to be able to clock in and be like, I just need to do this. And to have the access to those tools, whether or not I had any venom truly running through my body, seeing as all the blood tests came back clean, but to get to exercise these tools and to experience the effect. And honestly, like, the effect was that whatever reaction I was beginning to have, it almost just stayed on a beeline or and even just reduced from that point onwards after drinking urine. So I think it goes hand in hand. So they offered me tetanus shots, obviously I wasn't taking that, and they also offered me anti-venom if there were any progressions. I don't think I would ever take an anti-venom knowing that I had already taken my own urine, because the anti-venom is a generic substance that they give. It can cause really harsh responses and reactions that are not ideal when dealing with it. So you're almost better off allowing it to take course, knowing that you have taken your own urine as the anti-venom, the natural anti-venom, and otherwise you're going to have the same chances as if you were to not take your urine and then take the anti-venom, if not worse, because it's not coming from your own medicinal sovereignty, which is within. That's how I see it, and that's how I choose to live my entire life, especially after the entire exposure discrepancies that I experienced, and then the exposure therapy that I experienced with Venom, and the upgrades that my body has now been able to hold within. Without further ado, I will now let you get back to the morning vlog that I filmed before knowing that this was all gonna go down. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the story. Make sure you comment what you think, because I'm curious what everyone else would have done in this situation. Good morning. I'm gonna take you along with me on my day. Right now I'm feeling like pawpaw. Dragon fruit plant. Wild jungle, native bee home. Morning sun. Grounding. Taking some deep breaths. Staring at the sun directly with my eyeballs. Feels good. I want pawpaw. These are more dragon fruit leaves. They have to like droop over and come back down, and then they'll grow fruit. These colors are what calm the entire nervous system and body. I'm definitely living my dream life in heaven. Look at this. Bananas, bananas. It is papaya, lime, and spice. I'm gonna sit here, enjoy this, and then water the garden. I had no clue, and I was thinking, am I gonna actually edit this vlog and like put this on the internet? I'm just editing now. Walking out in the grass barefoot the entire morning. I never second guess it. Having my papaya bowl sitting in the grass, watering the garden barefoot. My whole life is like that. What are the odds? I have to get my arm monitored. I asked them, I was like, does this happen all the time in Australia? And they're like, yeah, like all the time. I'm like, yeah, okay, it's a common thing. And then a lot of time I'll save a bit of this pawpaw, like scrape it up, use it as a little bit of a rejuvenating face mask. I'm going hiking. It's nudie dip time. If there was any advice I would to give you, it's drop every single manifestation piece of advice that you've ever received and do this one thing that I'm going to show you in 3 seconds. 2, 1, go! Nature actually doesn't require much else from you other than to really enjoy it and have fun. It's pretty simple. It's the key to life. I'm gonna hang out in the sun for a bit and then I have to race back home because I have class. I'm in class, I've got papaya on my face. Some drops of natural magnesium in my nettle tea. Give my body some essential salts, minerals, and it's completely 100% naturally derived. It's not a synthetic magnesium, which you never want to put in your body because then it creates this crazy reliance on something outside of yourself, and that's actually what causes deficiency. You really want to go for things that are completely whole and natural in and of their right, not something that is lab formed or stripped from nature. I'm gonna have this little snack that I made with some raw garlic, onion, and I made some beetroot dip and then also the sauerkraut and lots of butter underneath all that. I am not kidding when I say this. I literally just got bitten by a snake. I mean, it was a really small snake. My foot is kind of hurting right now. I literally just got bitten by a snake. I'm actually feeling curious about this because I can't really see it, but it's tingling. This is like where I felt it. And then I saw it scurry off. It's getting kind of more red. Okay, I'm gonna probably just do some research on what to do because it's hurting a little bit. Oh, it's actually hurting a lot. It's so painful. Oh, it's hurting so much. I don't know if it's gonna like... I've only been bitten one other time by a snake and it was in my house and I didn't know, and I was going to head to bed and I stepped on it and it like latched around and like bit my foot, and then I had to get it out of my house. I wrangled it, but I got it too far away from the head and it wrapped around my arm and got me again on my wrist. It was a night tiger snake, so they only have venom in the back of their throat. They don't have it in their front fangs, so it didn't, like, it just hurt a little. But this one, like, that snake was black. I saw it for a second before it scurried away, and it's actually hurting. So one of the things that I have learned since doing all the venom stuff and also exposure therapy, stuff about urine therapy, and I've been coating my skin sometimes, it's really been helping stem cells of my skin repair and heal. And there was one time during my venom experience where I, at my peak health, I was doing clean and clear protocol for a while, began the venom stuff again, and I started drinking bits of my urine first thing in the morning, and it was amazing, the results. And then there's also this phenomena where, well, it's not phenomena, it's just survival instincts. Our brains cognitively realize that we could use things like homeopathy, which in my opinion is the gold standard of medicine, if any medicine is taken to in the body, but it's a way of displaying placebo and how powerful the human mind is when it comes to health and healing. And so that's what I'm going to do. Not going to show you, but I have a little bit of my urine in this glass, and I'm going to have a few sips so that I know if it is a super poisonous snake, then I'm gonna be able to have the homeopathic dose of whatever that anti-venom is, what they call in the hospital anti-venom, but yeah, for lack of better words, the remedy is in my urine after 30 seconds, they say, of a bite. So that's what I'm gonna do right now, just in case, because it's kind of swelling up a little and it's very uncomfortable right now. I'm feeling it get itchy, and yeah, fair enough if it's a snake bite. Natural selection ain't getting me today. We ended up taking a little precautionary trip just in case. Emergency care is actually amazing, like adrenaline shots and EpiPens and things like that. I respect that medicine so much. The hot things on, and it's been like kind of weird being here. I've never been admitted to hospital. I've only ever had to take my little brother when he had a surfing injury. And I'm so grateful for emergency care. So wild. I feel fine. Like, my first bloods came back and they said they were fine, so I think it's just like a waiting game. They have to monitor for like 12 hours. I really wonder if my urine helped, because I've heard some horror stories from like people taking that anti-venom, so I'm really glad that so far it hasn't come to that. I made sure I brought my own food and water and things, so I have a little care bag here, and then I've also got my trusty raw optics glasses. I've got the new daylight lenses, and I also brought red ones because if I have to stay here in the night, then that'll be super handy. I really did not, yeah, was not expecting that. I'm still going to be processing it because I have definitely cried a few times while being here. Just a few times. There's a lot of emotional toll actually, like being admitted to hospital. I've never been admitted to hospital for anything, and I had to refuse a few things like the tetanus shot and things like that I just do not resonate with at all. Like, it does not feel good to have that in my body. And then one thing I really loved is that when they take your bloods, like this part that stays in your arm, because they have to take 3 courses of blood. It's very similar to the ones I was taking when I was doing the Venom immunotherapy. Anyway, yeah, they put this in your arm and then they flush it after they take bloods, so the blood's not sitting in the little cap, with saline, which is the exact same constitution as ocean water, which is why I am so big on being around the ocean. Our blood is chemically identical to ocean water, and they pump saline back into this little thing, and some of it goes back into your blood. We are pretty much all ocean. I think I'll be discharged around like 10 p.m. or maybe closer to 12 a.m. I don't know, but so grateful for these blue blocking glasses and all the harsh lights and stuff. I feel super calm. This is the morning after. You can see 2 puncture wounds, and this one obviously was the one where I thought only one fang went in, and it looks like 2 actually went in, but this one just looks like it went deeper because it was a baby snake, so I feel like, yeah, it just didn't really have much control over its fangs, it just went for it. I'm gonna wrap this all up now. Please comment below what you would have done. Would you drink your own urine if you got bitten by a snake and you instantly felt something was not right about that bite? I got back at 2 a.m, ended up sleeping until 10 a.m. this morning, just had a shower, and now I'm here, alive, feeling better than ever. And I had no medical intervention other than a little catheter placed in my arm, so rising up.